Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to the Friday Night Live at 5. I'm Kat, and this is Kat's Creations, and we're in my kitchen where I do most of my creating because I have an amazing counter high workspace that's what? Did we measure this?
It's like 12 feet long.
12 feet. So I have 12 feet. So it's enough to hold whatever I need. So welcome, you guys. Super happy news because we finally hit the 5,000 number of followers for Kat's Creations, which I think is amazing considering that we've only been on in our group, in our private thing, since I think the end of February. I have to double check that, which is huge. So I want to thank all of my members and all of the people who join us live on Friday night, because it wouldn't be possible if you guys did not like it, follow and share, and then other people are exposed to that. So my thanks to you. So tonight, because we're doing a DIY tutorial, we're going to be making a candy cane wreath. Doing our giveaway. Now, the giveaway is going to just be, it's 5 separate tutorial. Steve's going to be randomly writing down names. He'll be writing down the name of the person who did this, the person who won that, and then we'll announce everything at the end. So maybe you'll be a winner, maybe you won't, but I still think that you guys are still going to get to where I am today. So what's up, babe?
We already got a lot of people. We already got 56 people, so
Awesome. Wow.
I'm not going to go through all 56.
We are going to be making a candy cane wreath, and everybody's been asking, let's do a candy cane wreath, let's do a candy cane wreath. Are you going to be doing a candy cane wreath anytime soon? So that you guys wanted to do a candy cane wreath. So these are the candy cane wreath forms, and I just put all my pipe cleaners on it from the Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree online does not have these available. Likely we'll have these this year. So this is going to be a similar technique, but using a Deco mesh that you guys probably have not. The 5.5 inch Deco mesh rolls work perfect on what I call the unusual forms. So candy cane wreath, awareness ribbon, stars, anything that has an unusual shape that you want to keep the shape of as you work with it all the way around, you're going to want to go smaller. So this is perfect because I've had people ask me, what do we use the 5.5 inch Deco mesh rolls for? You could use it as a ribbon type of a deal and make little snowflake kind of things out of them, but I usually save my 5.5 inch Deco mesh, number one, to make angels out of the smaller rolls, angel ornaments, and then I also use it for our wreath forms. So we'll be doing Christmas stars and candy canes, and I don't know if there's any other form out there that we could apply this to. So I'm winging this, kind of, because it's like we ran through a whole bunch of different configurations trying to get it the way that it was last year when I did these. And I think we have it dialed in, but we won't know until we finish. And so with the candy cane wreath form, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it has 7 separate sections, and it has the same as like the Dollar Tree wreath frame. It has 4 rails. So the way that I'm going to do it, if you guys can see, is that in each section I kind of went left, right, center, and I spaced them apart. So left, right, center, left, right, center, left, right, center, all the way around. And then when I got up to this section here, it's such a wide section that I put the left and the right, center, and then I added an extra one. So back to the left, because it would have just been way too funky to not do that. And then I did it as we finished the same section around the other side. It's like a left, right, center, and then a left, and then it's going into our next one here. So again, I'm just kind of ballparking it, spacing it. I won't know until we actually start putting it all together to see if the spacing is correct and creates a full. Now, the one thing that we looked at is trying to bubble technique this with a 10-inch deco mesh. It didn't look very good because you've got 10-inch wide deco mesh. Even though you're bubbling it, what it does is you lose the shape as you go around your candy cane, and it starts to get too full here and too full here. So it's like this hits this and you miss. I mean, you can kind of tell it's a candy cane, but you want the shape to stay close to it.
So we were freezing up earlier quite a bit, so I unplugged quite a bit of devices.
Okay.
So they just, if you can run through the giveaway really quick again. It was
Oh.
freezing up a lot.
Can you double check Kaylee, because now that she's home,
Yeah.
she's recovering, so I want to make sure she's not gaming, Netflix, and all that stuff. If she, can you tell her to please put a halt to that, just for a brief moment in time? I'm sure she can make a small concession for this. So we're just gonna double check and make sure Steve went around and made sure that all of our extra internet devices are off, but the giveaway. So periodically throughout the tutorial tonight, Steve's gonna randomly be writing down names. There's 5 things that we're giving away, and he's just gonna randomly write your names. And at the very end, we will announce the winners along with what it is that you've won. You will just need to let us know within 40 from you in the 48 hours, then I'm just gonna pick another one. Sorry for the earthquake, he bumped that. Okay. So, any better?
Some people are saying it's still freezing, so.
Okay, we're just gonna kind of push through and see what happens. I know I've been watching an awful lot of lives this week, and it's still having interruptions with the live broadcast, so I don't know what that is. And I know with having people everywhere, all throughout the United States, all doing lives and having those, it freezes, then it gets pixelated, and then it'll let go. I know how frustrating it is. So try to bear with us while we get everything done. What are you doing?
Keep going.
Oh, he's just double checking stuff. All right, so what I have done is I have all my deco mesh all pre-cut. So we're gonna be doing red. We're gonna be doing this iridescent-y rainbow color, and then a high foil green. So these were just colors I had left over from Christmas last year. So you can probably get 2 candy cane wreaths. Depends on how you lay it out. You might get 2.5 out of your total deco mesh rolls, because as you can see, the green was brand new. And the red have been dipped into already. So, do you guys have any questions before we start?
Oh, everybody's just still commenting on it's freezing on some and freezing and okay on others, so.
Crappy internet.
Yeah, it could be Facebook too.
I know. It's my only thing, because it's just so funny that coincidentally, all the people who do lives now were having issues with their broadcasts being interrupted. Work my way up to the top, because I'm not quite sure how it's going to go in this last section, because I do need the very, very end one at least to kind of be a center one, to kind of create that fullness and to cover this end. So we will see. I might be adding more, I might be taking some out. It just depends on how it looks.
So they're asking for the measurements on the mesh.
Measurements on the mesh. Okay, this is 5.5 inch deco mesh cut to 10 inches. That's it.
On all 3.
On all 3 colors. So what we are going to be doing is ruffle technique, and we're grabbing 2 colors in each pipe cleaner. So I'm going to start with red and green. I'm going to go red, green, white. So you're going to constantly see me picking up those colors and filling them into our wreath form. And then I'll figure this out by the time we get there. So hopefully if this works, then we will all know what the configuration was, because when we did this last year, we thought if we took a picture, we'd be able to figure it out.
And then they're asking if you can stand up the wreath form to see how you kind of have the ties laid up.
Just like this.
So there's 3 in each section, and around the bend, you might have to do one extra,
Yeah, I did
one or 2
4
extra.
just to make sure. I might take it off or I might move it. It just depends. So it's right, left, center, right, left, center, right, left, or left, right, center, left, right, center. Depends on how you're looking at it.
Yeah,
When I look at it, it's left, right, center.
And about each color, it's going to be around 16 of each.
Yeah, and again, color coding doesn't do anything. I just blended it because those are the color combinations we're doing. And you can do it in any different color. We just found that the high metallic foil mesh, or the ones that have the more iridescent colors, look the best than if you got something like this, which is just a regular Deco mesh with very little metallic in it. It doesn't pop as much. It's not as appealing when you look at it. Like when you look at candy, it's got that sheen. So this kind of gives you that appearance that it's like candy coated sheen. Okay, so without further ado, I am just going to take my Deco mesh rolls, the little thingies that I have here. I'm going to move these guys over here. And I am just going to scrunch them into these little packets. I guess that's the best way to, they almost
and then they asked, where did you get the mesh from?
Oh, this was, okay, I didn't know about Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, and all that stuff last year, so this either came from Joann's, Michael's, or Hobby Lobby. That I can tell you. Because the rolls are open, I don't know. I know that one right there is Hobby Lobby, but I don't know about the other ones.
You'll just have to check. It's the high foil premium.
Yeah, you'll be able to tell. It's the one that has the metallic, the thick metallic foil every other square. And like this only has it like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Every 4.
Every 4th one. Yeah. So now I'm just gonna go white and then red. So I'm just gonna be picking up those same colors. So now it's gonna be white with red.
Yes, Denise, we cut the mesh to 10 inches for each. We actually, on all of these, we did the wood burning tool. So
yes,
it worked good for all of these.
It was hideous. And then I was telling Steve, I don't know how we did it last year, that we did not have the fraying, because I just cut it with the rotary color cutter to kind of play with the placement to see how it would all roll out. And it was fraying horribly. Like horribly.
And the Candy Cane Wreath form is from Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
It might not be out, but it will come out soon.
It isn't out yet, because I know that people have already tried to take the SKU number and put the SKU number in Dollar Tree to see if they can pre-order it. It is not available yet. But it will be. And then when you see it, you'll want to pick those up, because there's an awful lot of things that you can make with these. You can make the ribbon wreath. You can do a 10-inch Deco mesh, but just remember it's going to be very fluffy. Really fluffy.
Kathy Sanawa said, love you found a great way to use a smaller mesh.
I was telling Steve, I'm like, we've got to come up with something, because people are always asking, what do I do with my 21-inch? I have all this 21-inch Deco mesh. So.
Yes, that's 5.5-inch Deco mesh, Lindy. Yep.
So now what you'll see is this is just in one section. So this is what it looks like just in one section. So it's going our left, right, center. So then it's going to keep going all the way up. So it's going to look really cool. So now I am going green, white, no, I have red and green. Or do the bubble on it. Didn't like it at all. So maybe, I don't know. We didn't try the 5.5. I just don't think it would be wide enough to cover if we just ran it up the center. So I'm going to try really hard not to play with it too much, just secure it in there. And I'm leaving my pipe cleaners to the end because I actually have a method for what I want to do with them. So we're back to white and red. It's so nice to have this live too, because when it comes time to figure out I just see, how did I do that? How did I lay that?
Yeah, there's still people coming in late. So the frame is from a Dollar Tree. But probably soon you'll probably be able to get them.
Not yet.
So I think somebody said they believe that you could get them yet, but you'll just have to go on a Dollar Line website and check.
I mean, I have this SKU number. We've looked it up. You cannot get it just yet.
Yep. And that's 5.5 inch Deco mesh cut to 10 inches on all 3 colors. A bookworm wreath with this frame.
This would be super, super cute. I look at that and I go, it's just a candy cane wreath form. And they did poofs all the way up the center.
Yep.
So kind of like a bubble technique. So here is so we will come back and fiddle with the, what do you call it, the Deco mesh and make them more round as we go up. So that is another section. So now I'm back. Green. Boy, this will help me. Then I won't have to think about it. So. But this is exactly what you use the 5.5 inch Deco mesh for.
Yep.
It looks really nice, and you'll see at the very, very end.
Right now there's about 16 pipe cleaners on the Candy Cane Wreath.
Is there?
About that. And depending upon, like Kat said, how...
I didn't do the last section.
Right, but depending upon how, if you think it's a little bit thin in one section, you can always add a couple here and there.
And I think that's what we did last year. We were like, as we're going around the horn, it's getting a little thin. We need to thicken that up. It's looking like I don't want to see the wreath frame. Don't even think about it. I saw him. You need to call him over there, Steve.
Come on, Betty.
There he goes.
She's got about, she's doing 2 Deco mesh in each tie. And then she's got 3 ties pretty much in each section.
In each section. So it's almost like our Dollar Tree wreath frame where we did an inner and an outer, right? An inner and then 2 outers. This I'm doing an far left, far right, and then the center.
Look more than, so then there's 7 sections in 3, so there's 21 pipe cleaners then. We'll have to check.
Well, except for the one that I had to go extra in because I didn't think it was going to come out right. Green and white. Okay, I'm doing this right. It helps if you're going to alternate colors. Like I did one of these that was all just red and white to make it look like just a regular candy cane. But we got an awful lot of compliments when we incorporated the green. Just like some of the peppermint sticks you'll see at Christmas time have the green stripe in them. So it's like a spearmint peppermint blend. So a lot of people like that because they like the traditional Christmas colors. So, and it keeps it very fluffy. So now back to red, green, white, red, and then green and white. So I'll make sure I keep these to that side. So we are more than halfway. And are you writing down your names?
Yep, I wrote one down.
Somebody has been selected. You won't know who it is. Boba, get down. Yeah, he's been a bit codependent today. I don't know why. And I think it's because normally before I go live, I sit here and I play with him for a little bit and wear him out. Because out of all of our cats, he is generally the most active. Okay, and then I'm going to come back over here with my white. So this will actually go pretty quick. I think Steve just locked him up. And then he's going to be really mad. It just depends on who he locks them up with. If he's in there with his friends, who knows what they do. You lock them.
Everybody's saying they love the color combos and they love that green.
Yeah, the green is my favorite. So, and then here is our
Audrey
center.
said, could you use gold too?
Oh yeah, you could. It's just a preference. I mean, you can give your customers a choice of colors.
You can just do red and white.
You can just do red and white. We've done that before. You could go with almost any color combination you want with that.
Yes, this is 5.5 inch Deco mesh. You can get it from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby or
This is keeping our budget costs down,
high
right?
foil. Yep.
Yeah, high foil turning out a really good quality product that looks amazing because that high foil it sparkles the way a candy cane should.
Yeah, at the beginning she picked up the candy cane so you could see all the ties.
Yeah, we were trying to
Wreath
figure
form.
out, is it correct the way that we have it? We won't know until we finish. So now keeping my colors. Green, white.
Yep, Susan, she said gold and silver would be pretty.
It really, honestly would be. And you look at the different kinds of candy canes now that they come out with in the retail stores. I mean, they do blues.
You could probably even do like a rose gold and
Oh
something.
yeah, a rose gold with a gold would be really pretty. A blue and silver. Blue, silver, white. And because you're doing the 5.5 inch Deco mesh rolls, they're very cost effective. So
Yvonne
now,
said never seen this done, so that's good.
trying to give you guys something different every time. Like, what can we do now? Let's do something different.
Wendy, I think they do have this at Hobby Lobby, but you have to check.
What?
I know Kat said she got it at either Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's last year.
Yeah, because I honestly, the whole year,
You weren't buying anything from
I wasn't following any of the big wreath makers. Oh no, I think I was watching Nick. That was it.
Yeah.
But I never ever thought to order from like Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop. I think I just thought you had to be, or I didn't have my business license then.
Don said, I love the bling.
It does, it has a lot to
It's got
sparkle.
blingage.
Okay, and then we're doing outside. So what you'll notice too, is I'm gonna do these ones opposite. That's where
Obviously,
it
for
comes
you guys
around.
coming on late, we're making a candy cane wreath.
Candy canes. It's one of the 4 foods
That's right.
from Buddy Dale. Oh man, I'm just like thinking of all cool things to do. Like, I want to do some really cool stuff during Christmas. Because during Christmas, believe it or not, is when we get slow.
It's kind of funny, it never fails. I love it, but at least one of our people who's ongoing. Are you going to go to Cracker Barrel after this?
We can't. We're taking care of Kaylee. So she is resting.
She's got a bad infection.
Yeah, she has a kidney infection, so we're kind of being nice and not going without her, although it would have been a work night for her.
5.5 inch high foil Deco mesh cut to
That's
10
10
inches.
inches. Yep. And as you guys can see, I'm almost done. It goes really, really quick.
Awesome, Debbie. She said she found 5 of these wreath forms in her craft room from last year.
Awesome! Guess what you're going to be making? And you can make the ribbon wreaths with these. Like Brenda's daughter showed us how to do the ribbon method with this, which looks amazing. I can't wait to try it.
Yep.
I cried because this is my last candy cane wreath form.
Yep. Yvonne said, have you ever done the 12 inch metal Christmas trees from the craft outlet? It sits on your table. Well, we have the forms out in the garage.
Yeah, but I mean, we did the Christmas tree where we fabricated all the branches. We've done that. And that was out of a 17-inch, right?
Yeah.
We just custom made that. Because a lot of times you'll look at the ones that are on like Craft Outlet and Trendy Tree. I'm always looking at finished product. Like, it's really nice to look at these huge wreath frames or huge wreaths, but my question is always, how are you going to ship it? You know, if a customer sees it and they want to buy it, how are you going to put it in a box and ship it?
Don asked a good question, which you could. Is there any way we could turn that into a J for Jesus?
Yes, you could.
And just have a straight silver or gold?
It'd be backwards though. Like the indent is here.
No,
So
turn it around. Turn it around. That's a J.
That's a J?
Isn't it?
No, babe.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah.
That's a J.
Yeah, so you have to turn it upside down.
Yeah, you'd have to turn it the other way. But yeah, you could. Yes, you could. I like out of the box ideas because I like people go, how did you do that? Just thinking outside of the box. Coming up with something totally different. So
Brenda said she's going to do another live wrapping the candy cane.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then Belinda said, where can I find the ribbon method? So just go to Brenda's
page. Brenda, what's the name of your...
Mountain...
Is it Mountain Wreaths?
Yeah, Mountain Wreaths by Brenda, I think.
Brenda will post it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just let me know when you're going live, Brenda, so then I can just publish it on the main group so we can drive some people to go watch. Give you some...
Hi, everybody. Hi, Donna.
Love. So as you guys can see, look, I'm almost like I think I have 2 more to finish that, and then I'm into my last section. But this is what it looks like so far. So it's already very full.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go. And then green and white. And then we'll see how it finishes off. And then I'll be able to tell you, this is what you do. This is how you wire it. So just left, right, center, left, right, center, left, right, center. And then when I got to the end, on the outside, I gave it an extra one. And as I came around, I did the same thing. Put an extra one. So I'm trying to get this guy in here.
So this is 5.5-inch hide foil deco mesh.
Yeah. And it's especially amazing if you can get it at the end of the year when it's 80% off, so it's like 70 cents. That's when you can make money. Red, white, and blue stuff now that the patriotic stuff's over.
Yeah.
Next year. Or think about it this way. Red and white you'll use for Christmas. Blue and white you'll use Christmas.
Denise asked, where did you get your tubing from?
This stuff?
Yeah, and your other green and your red. And
the red, it was in that box thing, because I was like, what I can tell you is that Dollar Tree will stock the red, green, gold, and silver. So you can buy those for $1 each. This stuff I got at the Wreath shop. So I just bought a ton of that because I knew we were going to be doing a lot of peppermint sticks this year.
Yeah, Marie, this candy cane wreath will go really fast because it's pretty quick to get all the way to the end.
Yeah. Like once you put all your well, think about it. I've already pre-cut everything and wired in almost all but the last section. And you just keep going. And you just pop them in there. And then we'll add some, we'll make a bow. We'll make a peppermint bow for it. And put the bow on it so it has even more bling.
Yeah, and they have the heart-shaped ones too that you could definitely use this 5.5-inch for the heart ones. Red and white or all red.
Yeah, anything that has a funky configuration to it that's not round. I mean, you could do this on a Dollar Tree wreath form and just do the same method. Just do the same thing, left, right, middle, all the way around.
Michelle asked, how do you make a peppermint stick? We pretty much know how. So this is a candy cane, but the peppermint stick, remember we saw in one video you could actually just take two coat hangers and then just cut them the same length and then just tie them together and make like a long straight peppermint stick.
Like a straight? You can just get a rail form.
You can just get a rail form too. Yeah.
A rail form would work perfect.
Yep.
So as you can see, look, when I'm down to the end, I'm looking at how this last one kind of plays out. So I am probably just gonna put another one right in the, I might put a couple. I might put one here and then one on the very end and then have it loop the final. So I have 1, 2. How did we come up? Oh, that's right. But why are we one short?
Or one short?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you did 16 cuts?
Yeah.
Oh, and I did. Okay. Let me do this.
You still one short?
Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me see how this goes. Why am I even doing this? I have to actually put a pipe cleaner in it. So I'm gonna put a pipe cleaner around the outside. Red.
Alright, heat up to that.
You're gonna do a what do you call it?
Wood burning?
A wood burning demo on the candy cane? Yeah. I'll have Steve show you how we do that. So let me finish this one. And grab the last, and then I'll have a red and a white. Just like so.
And then Jean North said, hi Kat, I'm new, so welcome Jean.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Jean.
Like and share the video, that way it pops up on your video feed.
Yeah, that way it's much easier to find. That's what's funny is people go, I can't find that video. I was like, it's easy, you shared it on your page. You just go to your page and look for it. Try to find it on my page. It's like, good luck.
Hi Norma. Norma said she's new to this as well. You have lots of ideas?
I don't know, babe. I might not. Yeah, I do. I still want to finish one more.
Okay.
So I'm going to put in a white. I'm going to do white and red, and then I'll be done. Because what I've done is I've finished it, I've taken it all the way around, but right here I have an empty hole. So I'm going to actually fill this hole with my last one, and then I'll show you what it looks like before we start doing anything else. Oops. So I'm just going to wire this last one in, and then it'll be done. And then it looks even better when I cut all the pipe cleaners off because they're not all in the way. So you can actually see the bling a little bit more. So, did you...
I haven't.
Here, do you want to zoom in and I'll cut it?
Sure.
Okay.
It's probably not ready yet.
Okay. So let me go ahead and fiddle with these guys and get them all standing up. So when we do the flex tubes, I know where they all are. So we'll give it just a couple seconds to heat up. And then I'll show you how you burn with the wood burning tool. So this was that, when I got to the last section, I wasn't sure how many I was going to need. Where is the other one? Here you are.
And if you see, she's not cutting off her twist ties yet.
No, because we're going to put the flex #1 until the very end, because if you need to make any last minute changes or you don't like the color combos you have, you can still fix that. So now I'm just keeping my pipe cleaners. It's easier to reorganize them. That way when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Okay. Deco mesh wood burning.
And while you're doing that, I would just hold this up so that you can kind of see it.
Well, I was going to wait till the very end.
Yeah, finish
And
that.
hold it up. Okay. So, wood burning tool. This is where you need something heavy. I'm just going to use my pliers. Usually I use my phone. And you want to roll this out, keeping your deco mesh here on the 1-inch line. Get it to the 10-inch, which is right here. And what you'll notice is on your deco mesh, it's made up of little grids. So believe it or not, there's little squares, and that's why sometimes when you cut it, it doesn't look like it's a perfect cut. It's because we're not cutting it in each of the squares, we're actually just cutting it wherever the line is. So the tip that I'm using on this looks like a chisel point. So it's like a diagonal point. If you look at it head on, it looks like a perfect point, but then when you look at it sideways, it's got kind of an angled point. So it's the tip that came with the wood burning tool, and this is set for 450 degrees. And I'm cutting it on a tempered glass cutting board that you can get at Walmart, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, wherever. So once you decide where you're going to cut, kind of just follow that line all the way down, and it cauterizes and burns your deco mesh, just like so. And the more proficient you are, the faster you can cut your deco mesh. Like I was just really taking my time. So in each of the squares, it looks like this. The way this cutting mat is the way our deco mesh roll is. So we're not cutting so much on an actual 10-inch line. We're actually cutting in this section on our deco mesh roll, starting at the 10-inch line, and even if it goes like this and kind of curls back, you still stay within that same line all the way through. And then that'll give you a perfect 10-inch by 10, or what is it, 5.5-inch by 10-inch cut,
yep.
Which looks really good. So now I am going to put this one there. I want the red on top. So we'll scrunch this last one.
Yep, Brenda, she said people make the horse heads out of the candy cane form also.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have a horse head form here. That will be coming in maybe July, maybe August.
David said, woohoo, she just bought the same tempered glass at Walmart for $6.
Yeah.
That's where we got it.
Exactly. If you have Bed Bath & Beyond, you can use your 20% off coupon. So now I'm going to move this so I don't accidentally run into it. Over here. Always good to get the hot metal objects out of your way.
The wood burning tool we got from Amazon.
It's like, what, about 25 bucks?
I think it was only like, yeah, $19 or $20. And
It came with like a whole kit, so it has all kinds of different...
Yeah, it's back there, I think. I think there's a couple of people who have the same exact kit, so.
Yeah, you can tell if it's the red and orange. And
Orange
it comes
and
with
black.
all your pieces and tips and your little holder with your little wet sponge if you need to use that.
Yep.
But the whole kit, and then you get little stencils if you want to actually wood burn. So it's a cute kit.
And then
So, go ahead.
Debbie asked if we could show close up the tip.
Yeah. It kind of looks like...
It kind of looks like the front of an X-Acto knife.
Yeah. Look, can you zoom in on that?
Yeah.
So it's the one that comes on it. I have never changed it.
Okay.
So it's like got a chisel point to it, it's angled, but then if you look at it head on, it's like this.
Yep.
And on the side, it just looks like this.
It's like an angled wood chisel, basically, is what
Yeah.
it looks like. Yeah.
It looks like a little mini steak knife. Just like a steak knife. So this is what it looks like when we're all done. So as you can see, you actually still retain the shape
So the candy
in
cane.
here of the candy cane. And if you did, this was 5.5-inch deco mesh. So imagine if you did it 10. Should have brought the one that we had done a long time ago,
Yeah.
the 10-inch. It's like out here. It like it's really full in the middle. It just looks overly fluffy. It looks like someone took a candy cane and pumped it up.
Yep.
And just made it all fluffy.
Do you still have the links for the link for the wood burning tool on your Amazon?
We can post it later. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bow for it. So I kind of want my bow for my candy cane like right in here. So we're going to just make a peppermint bow. So I have this ribbon which came from Big Lots. This is 2.5 inches. And then this is available through Craft Outlet right now. So this is our 1.5 inch peppermint. So I'm just going to keep it small because remember the diameter? It almost looks way huge. I think it'll work though. We'll try it.
Yeah.
If not, we'll disassemble it, pull it out, and just make more of this.
That's the good thing about ribbons. You can redo them.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut this point off.
Show everybody how to do it.
Yeah. This one, I don't know why it was cut to a point. So we always dovetail cut our ribbons. So I always prefer using wired ribbon because they're easier to fluff. When you take them out next year, all you have to do is fluff your ribbons. So we do it by putting the wired edges together and you go from the fold to the point. So we're just going to cut a perfect straight line. It's going to make all your Christmas bows and packages look amazing. And I prefer to do my bows with a Bodabra. So that's what I'm going to use really quick. It's what I used all last year at Christmas because when I was starting out, I didn't have the money to buy, what is it, the Pro Bow?
Yeah.
Because that was like $50. So I was like you guys. I bought most of my products at local. I just bought what I could afford and as I sold. So when we use the Bodabra, maybe I don't want quite such a long loop. You go ahead and you put your tail in and then you twist it so that you have your right side is facing up on this side. This is the wrong side fabric. So when you bring it up, there's your first loop. Right. So I'm just going to turn it around. I don't know why I developed that thing, but that's what I do. So there's my first loop. So I'm just, like I said, the candy cane isn't so wide, so I don't want to make a big bow. You want to keep it small. So I'm just going to do 2 loops on each side. So make a loop and twist.
Peggy gave a good tip. She said you can get a simple burning tool at Harbor Freight for about $8.
There you go.
She says she uses her a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peggy.
That is an awesome tip. So we're twisting. And if my bow's a little long, it gives you the opportunity while you're doing this to just pull it through. And I'm going to do my last loop and a tail. Making sure.
Susan said, I just got a Bodabra. Why do the ends slide out?
The ends.
I don't know. If you mean the 2 pieces that are sticking up, they slide out a little bit because they're on a spring because they pinch the ribbon together.
This?
Yeah. Unless you have a newer one. I don't know.
It should still be the same.
Yep.
So tell me, what is it, just that your ribbon is sliding out from here as you're working through it? I know that if I use like a satin, a thinner ribbon, and I'm trying to do it, and it's not really good quality ribbon, I guess, it'll slide out. I kind of have to hold it as I'm moving it through.
Roxanne, the Candy Cane Wreath form is from Dollar Tree, and it'll come out probably September time frame.
Yeah, we'll keep looking. Like I said, keep checking back, in our page, because the minute we find that it's there, we'll let you know. We'll be
Susan
like, hey.
said no on the base. If your pieces keep sliding out, then there's
Like
probably
these?
something wrong with it. Yeah, those should not slide out.
No, it should stay in. Like mine don't slide. I mean, there's enough giveaway, but it shouldn't slide completely out.
Right.
It should only slide enough to allow you to put that ribbon in, and then, like I said, it's a tension, so it's a spring that keeps it, what do you call it, the Bodabra, tight. So it's like holding that for you.
Thank you, Darlene. She said, I love the fact that you always explain in detail what you're going to do or what you're doing. You did not assume that we know what we are doing, and you don't teach in a way that makes us feel dumb.
Thank you. I try. I learned that a long time ago as a corporate trainer and as a customer service manager. You have to assume, you have to start at the basics with everything that you do. You can't assume that people, like we used to get, I worked for a communications company like AT&T. So customers will call and say, I can't turn my phone on.
Yep.
And so we had this amazing class that basically taught us how to talk to customers and say it's really easy to overlook, you know, turning the power button on, but how to not make them feel like an idiot because they're like, oh, yeah, power button would help.
Yeah, so Susan, if your ends are sliding out, you need to maybe
Take
take it back and exchange it.
Yeah, because I've never had mine come apart. Like these little pieces here, I've never ever had them come apart.
Yep.
They stay in there. So now I'm adding my 1.5, and I want to go just a touch smaller. You know, it's hard to think. A little bit smaller.
I'll do a little bit.
So I'm bringing them in. Again, doing that same 2-loop process. I figured out the reason why I do that is it prevents my ribbon from getting tangled while I'm doing it. Upside down. There you go. Last bow. And then we'll make our tail. Twist it. And we'll make our tail come out this side. Like so. That should be enough. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. I won't know until we do it. That's like everything. Just like you guys, it's real, right? I won't know how good it looks until it's done. But if you have a bow dabber and you ever wondered what this was, it actually goes in the center of your bow dabber and it pushes all your layers together. So when you pull it out, so they're all sandwiched together, really nice. And I'm just going to put my chenille stem in, twist it together, and then I'm going to hold it and use the ribbon. I've had it happen where I've snapped the wire right off, trying to overly make it tight. And I'm going to go ahead and actually put this on my candy cane first, and then I'll fluff it.
Jane said love the ribbons.
So I'm going to put it down
Brenda says love your bows.
They're easy to make.
And then Verlene said I can use the bow dabber, but it is the pro bow that she has not mastered yet.
I haven't mastered. Oh, I can make the basic bow. That's it. I haven't been able to do like the funky bows and all these other ones. I just need to sit down and make and make and make.
And Mick Wynn said she likes the pro bow a lot. She can make any.
I just ran this through the section in the back of my wreath, going around 2 of my rails, and then I'm just so the best thing to do is just move it where you want it to go. Pull your bows in opposite directions. Keep your fingers inside so they look nice. I'm going to take these and pull these down.
Bye, Cheryl. She's
Cheryl
gotta go
leaving
now.
us?
Yeah, she's got to go. Deb, she asked, do you ever use the wire included in the bow dabber?
No.
Sometimes.
I haven't even watched the video that came.
But you do. You sometimes you use it if you have a really thick base. You push it down.
Yeah, what you can do, and run it this way. But then when you're assembling your bows, you want to start from
The back.
the bottom, what would be the top, down at the bottom, and build it up. So that a little bit opposite. So here is our little candy cane bow. So isn't that pretty? Super easy. It came out just the right
Size.
that I needed to do. And so now what I'm going to do really quick is I'm just going to go in with some red and green and just add a little bit more pop to those pipe cleaners.
With your tubing.
So I'm going to start at the bottom down here, and
Sorry,
then I'm going to
guys.
twist and cut.
It's freezing up a little bit on everybody.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to hurry. So I'm just going to do a 2-loop and make like little bows out of it.
It's a perfect good size.
Yeah, because this is so thin. I will schedule it for, I think, we don't really have anything tentatively scheduled. So I just cut off my pipe cleaners and I just tuck it behind. Red, green, red, green.
That's a really deep green. It's pretty.
I know, but it matches. I'm all about sparkle. It needs to sparkle. Because candy canes are sparkly. So I'm just going to take these, stick these in.
Sorry if it's freezing up again, guys. Not much we can do.
Gotta love it. We're trying to hurry so we can be finished.
Oh, Kat said she's gonna probably do the Bodabra tutorial on
The
Sunday.
bow making class on Sunday?
Yeah, she'll probably do it on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Because then we don't have to prep an awful lot of stuff. I have to do it so I can break it down and teach it. That means I have to relearn. So now I'm just going up. I'll twist these. They're 5 times. Cut them and twist them back.
Sandra, we're just doing a random giveaway. We're doing 5 items
That nobody knows about
that
yet.
nobody knows about, and then I'm writing names down every 15 minutes. So just as you guys are commenting, I'm just writing down names.
So comment a lot. Maybe it'll like flag something and Stephen goes, wow, that person's commenting a lot. I think I'll pick that name.
Yeah.
So they're like, great. That looks awesome. Heart, heart, heart. Love, love, love. Yeah, because it was weird. It's just like all of a sudden I like clicked on it. I was like, I wonder how close we are to the 5,000 mark. Because we said as soon as we hit 5,000, we do a giveaway.
Yep. You're at 190 right now.
Okay. So green. So what do you guys think of the candy cane so far? Does it look fun? Oh well, I'll skip one and go up.
Sharon, if you don't comment, I can't see your name, so I can't write it down. So
yeah, and if you're just like stalking and you're not saying anything and you're watching, we have no way of knowing that you're there.
Facebook likes to see
engagement.
So
comment is what he's saying.
Plus
because then he knows you're there.
Plus it gets you involved and.
Oh, here it is. Where's the other end I cut? Here it is. So, what was I saying?
Yep, Mama, she's going to add the little tubing to every pipe cleaner. Except underneath the ribbon.
Except under the bow. Right.
Except under the bow, yeah.
Because there's no point in adding this under the bow. I will snip the pipe cleaners that are under the bow. So, it actually goes pretty quick.
Connie Pugh said you were a good teacher.
Thank you.
Connie Harris said love the colors, another great job. Let's see who said this. Donna Smalley said, so I missed it. What are we giving away and what do I have to do to enter? You just did it.
Yep.
All you have to do is comment during this video, and I'm picking names at random.
You gotta find a way to put your name on the actual comment so that Steve can see it, and then he's randomly writing down names every so often. So as soon as I'm finished, we'll let you know what we're giving away and who has won it.
Donna put in caps, if you can pronounce my last name, he can, anybody's. Donna Schutrump.
Did he pronounce it correctly? He's actually been able to pronounce some pretty interesting last names. So I'm pretty proud of him. I don't think I can do as good as he can. So I was going to use a candy cane ribbon.
Barbara said, oh my god, I love it. I wish I could do this. You can.
You can. Look, 5.5 inch Deco mesh. Go like
I have So yes, this is 5.5-inch Deco mesh.
Yep, and then like I said, if you guys want to learn the ribbon technique with using the whatchamacallit, candy cane frame, or any frame for that matter, Brenda's going to be posting that. When did Brenda say she's posting?
Yep, Charlotte, I've seen some of your comments above. Remember, I'm just picking names at random, so.
They're like, pick me, pick me, pick me. That would be me. Oh me, pick me, pick me. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just fluffing my bottom. This guy needs a bow and he needs red. So this is where you're just adding those, I guess it's fine tuning this. We're adding the fine tuning details to just make it something extra. I mean, everyone could put Deco mesh on here and a bow and call it done.
Yep.
A link to my Facebook page?
Yeah, so
What do you mean?
Is that, you mean to your Etsy store? You'll have to explain, Kathy Smeary.
Let him know specifically what it is you need.
Tammy said, have you ever seen any other wreath frames besides the ribbon round or candy cane ones? At Dollar Tree, yeah, they have the heart. They have the heart one.
Dollar Tree had the heart. We have it on the in there.
Yeah.
If you want to bring it. The star I got, the star wreath form came from the wreath shop, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do it, I mean, you can do a whole bunch of different things with that. I actually have a really cute sign that I'm going to be incorporating one of those stars. I mean, you could do military star with it. Cut the ugly end off.
How many ties? Peggy, it's around 21 ties. There's 3.
I will count them.
There's 3 in each section, and I think around the curve you might have to do a couple more to just make it full.
Yeah, because it stretches a little bit on the outside. So I added a couple extra just to kind of make sure that if you were to look at it from the top looking down, you're not going to see the frame at all.
Yvonne, no, that's just a little demo door we pull out so that she can put her wreaths on, and then we put it away after every life. It doesn't stay there. The stove is behind it.
That would be funny. I know, people don't think we cook in our kitchen anyway.
Layla said, so you added 2 more chenille stems, making it 20 chenille stems? Is that correct? I'm taking notes.
Let me see.
She'll count it here at the end, but I think there's around
3,
21.
6,
Might be 22.
9, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23.
23. There you go.
I had to not count the one for the bow that came from the other side. That was throwing me for a loop really crazy. I was like, hey. So, and then I'm just alternating the red and the green. I mean, if you had silver or white, you could put, you know, red, white, and green flex tubing around.
Karen says, do all the vendors carry 5.5-inch Deco mesh?
Yeah.
I think so.
But it's funny, most people don't buy it because they're like, what am I going to use that for? This.
And it's great for the stars.
Yeah, can you bring the stars out? The star and the heart?
Yeah.
They're,
Make sure I don't trip over the camera thing again.
yeah, just be careful. While I do this, I'll have Steve bring out the star frame so you can see what the star looks like. Because I can't wait to do this. I want to do, I think a gold one. Like a Christmas star. Maybe if I can figure out a way that you can attach it to the top of a tree and maybe light it with battery operated lights. Could be way cool. So yeah, here's the star frame. So this one's a 3, so it only has 3 rails, but you would just go inner and outer. And this came from the Wreath shop, and this is 18 inches. So this is perfect. So if you had an overly huge tree, you could probably find a way to wire it to a tree.
That would look really pretty with lights in it too.
That's what I just said.
Yep.
Battery operated lights, and then this is the But yeah, these ones I would do 5.5-inch Deco mesh on all day long to keep the the continuity of the stars and the point. The other one went. The patriotic star.
Sandra, yes, she has done a star. She did one last year.
That's why I said, where's the star?
It might be in storage.
No, the star's out. The patriotic star that we did, the red, white, and blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out. I'll post a picture of it. We just did it for 4th of July. For like a military thing, so you could do it as like a military star.
Yep. Barbara, yes, this will be on her Etsy shop
It
at
already
the
is.
end of the post. It already is. It just says custom Facebook Live.
Yeah, it just says Facebook Live.
Yep.
Facebook Live. I mean, you could totally take this and put lights in it. But remember, lights have to go on it.
First.
Well, not first. Probably I would wire it for lights first. Because the one that I did on the Halloween one where I added the lights, it was challenging. So I basically had to deconstruct the whole thing and then reconstruct it. Because I did not like the way the lights went on the first time. So I wanted to make sure that they looked nice enough all the way through. And then the first time I did it, I didn't realize that with these wreath forms that we do, how they kind of have a hollowed out center. I needed to make sure I was running my lights under both rails on the inner and outer. And so I had to redo it because they weren't under those. So I just didn't want them to get pinched. So, almost done, guys. Going around the horn, we're at the top of the wreath.
Yep.
These you don't need to cover on the back either because it looks amazing on the back.
Don said, see, this is why I'm glad.
Have to. It
It
just
looks
helps
better.
keep the shape. Like Steve and I both built them last year, and I did 10-inch Deco mesh, and he did one with the 5.5-inch, and it just kept the shape better. So we took them both out to the Christmas craft fair, whatever you want to call it, and these sold better than the big fluffy ones. I think people only bought the big fluffy ones because we were out of these ones. So it was the only candy cane we had. Was big fluffy. It looks cute.
Hi, everybody just joining. Some people are joining late. I want to bet you guys go back and watch the replay. And yes, unfortunately, it did freeze up a bit.
Okay, we're doing red. And I'm almost done. 1, 2, 3. I think I got like about 6 of these left. And then I'm good. So this just allows you to do that last minute custom touch. When it's done, it'll be, I think we said 24 inches.
Yep.
Because the frame itself was 21, and because we're doing 5.5, it's not going to go that much further outside of your frame. So, red.
And how would you do it? That one you'd actually have to,
You go outer and inner,
and then you have to glue them.
the outer and inner. No, I just, because I did it on the star. I just did it, if there's 3, you go the outside in the middle, and then the other outside in the middle, and then you just keep toggling them all the way around.
Inside and outside, inside and outside.
Inside, outside, yeah.
Right.
And you're grabbing that middle rail each time. Now, if there's only 2, those ones you'll have to glue. Like some of the awareness ribbons.
Sorry guys, you guys are commenting so fast I can't even keep up on it.
Good.
The frame.
This would look super crazy with lights on it because it's got so much sparkle anyway. It would look amazing. So, and I've already showed you guys the lights, right? Didn't I show them the lights? Yeah.
The last one you did, yeah.
Yeah, like when we did the Halloween one, I show you the lights that we used.
You have them in a box?
Yes, I do. But then you'd have to, they're fairy lights. That's right, I put them in there. They're, what are they called, homey?
LED.
Home starry.
Yeah, Homestar. Yeah.
$7 and $10. So
I'll zoom on it super quick.
you want to get me 3 AA batteries? I can show them what it looks like.
Right.
They're keeping you busy.
Yeah.
To literally take it all apart and build it all over again to incorporate lights in it.
Arlene, everybody, I'm seeing your comments, Arlene.
Doesn't mean that he doesn't see them.
Yep.
So that's good. He just needs to see the name, because if it's weird if you're just sitting there watching, it's not coming up on the screen. So you have to comment so your name pops up.
Yep.
And then remember, at the end, you guys gotta message me with your mailing information so I can get that out, the stuff out to you. Your prize. Dollar Tree.
You'll be able to get it later. I don't think you can order it now.
You can't order it now. They
But
don't have
you
them.
can
The
go-
SKU number comes up, item not found.
Yeah, it'll come out late September, early October.
So I'm gonna go down here, and I have one more to go, and then we're done. Well, except for one little thing. It's gonna have one thing. So here's my last one. This is the thing I hate about flex
Yep.
ribbon.
And Sandra, I see your comments too.
Okay. Last one of these. And last. Okay. Let me get rid of these things, all my little bits
Okay.
and pieces.
Kat will tell you what the prizes are at the very end.
Yep. Steve will tag it with name, and then we'll read it all off. Okay. So let me fluff these.
I think somebody commented earlier that they're going to be putting out Halloween and Fall starting next week.
I don't know. I came in so late in the middle of it last year.
Donna said Connie said next Friday. Or
Connie
Donna said Connie next Friday.
Well, I know Jean. Jean works at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
So we should just bug Jean. But she's like, I don't answer for all the Dollar Trees. I answer for the one I'm at. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I am going to add one more thing. So I'm actually going to twist my bow in here.
Hi Roxanne, yes I see you.
They're like, do you see me, Steve?
Yep. Amy said I really want to try to make this.
It's
I'd be
super
replying
easy.
every second because you guys are replying so quick, so I want to let Kathy do her thing. And
Okay, and then last thing. Over. Got these from Hobby Lobby last year. These are the little peppermint candy sticks, picks. So I like to add a couple of these. Let me take the price tags off. This is the most irritating thing about Hobby Lobby, is where they place their price tags.
Joanne, you can go back and watch the replay since we're kind of towards the end. The size of the deco mesh, it's 5.5 inch deco mesh, high foil, cut to 10 inches, and then it's a candy cane wreath form that's about 21 inches by 10 inches wide. There's about 23 pipe cleaners in it, so if you double up all of the pipe cleaners, you have about 46, right? Yeah, about 46 total
Yeah. Double.
deco mesh. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because you doubled in each.
Yeah.
Right.
We did, I think we cut 16 of each color, and then we just needed one extra one.
Donna, this is Ruffles. She said, looks amazing. Can you do Ruffles too? Maybe she meant curls. I don't think you could do curls.
I would do Ruffles.
Yeah.
The curls would just stick out too far. top so that it kind of just reiterates that theme. So I added 2 of the little Hobby Lobby. I'm really picky when it comes to what my picks look like. Like when I pulled this one out, I would have to play with it a little bit more. So I like the top ones to stand up, and then the outer ones, and then the middle ones. Mm-hmm. So rather than fidget with it, I just put them in here. Wow, that's our first. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's all finished. Simple, right? So let me show you what it looks like on the door so you can see size-wise what it looks like on your average door.
If you
yeah,
it takes about a half a roll.
You can probably get 2.5 out of it. Like these were all like leftover rolls from last year, believe it or not. So this is what your candy cane looks like on the door.
Everybody's all bless you, bless you, bless you.
Sorry. I know, that's a first. It's funny because I just finished adding a whole bunch of...
Sorry guys, let me zoom in, right?
There we go. I'm reflipping my ribbon after I smashed it down.
No, it's freezing just because of Facebook and probably your Wi-Fi.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Everybody said love it.
Simple, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Big fluffy wreaths. It's probably about 5 inches thick from the bow part all the way down. Mm-hmm. Probably only 4 inches. So if you didn't do an overly big bow and you didn't put the peppermints on it, you could probably easily put this on a storm door.
Libby asked how much would you charge for that?
45?
45?
I think is what I would, yeah, easily what I would charge. So that's it. And like I said, you can make it your own. If you want, you can do the official stripes and it all mixed.
Everybody's saying they can't wait to see it. They said they love the green. Somebody said, can you teach me how to do that? Barbara, we just did.
Yeah.
So go back and watch the replay.
Yeah.
And you can pause it and pretty much follow along.
Okay, so couple announcements. Number 1, 8 days left. You might want to jump in now because once you're in, you're on what's called the legacy rate. You remain at $10 until you decide that this just isn't the fit for you. The way I think about it is how much is a tutorial worth for you guys to pay for? Most of them are averaging between $9 and $20. You get access to my library of everything I've taught the private group from the very beginning. And you can access it as long as you maintain, being a member. So if you want to do that, from the Cats Creation page, watch the video at the top once this one ends, and it walks you through those 3 steps to go ahead and do that. Once you're in, you're in. And then the rates will go up in July, and then we're changing a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to really focus on getting your guys' stuff first. That's insane. That is the beginning of our busy season. June was our slow season. So now all you're going to see on Wreath Makers is making that. So these are our lights. Thank you for all the things. Ooh, okay. So these are what the lights. I figured it out. It's 14 feet. And they're fairy lights. You can totally take these and wrap these completely all the way around. They will actually fit in pretty nice on a 14-inch or 16-inch wreath frame. They're battery operated. They come with a remote. So there is a remote with a battery in the box. So the customer can actually turn them on and off with the remote. So these are nice if you want to accent your wreaths with lights. And I will post the link in this group.
It's freezing up again a lot right now.
Okay, so
sorry guys.
What you guys have been wanting to know, right? What is in our giveaway? So I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So I'll show you guys.
Do you want me to type them in too, in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Steve's going to type your name in. So we're giving away some signs. So these came from Jane's Front Door Decor. So the first one is At the Beautiful Sea. This goes to, is there really an M before it?
Yeah.
M. Darlene Brooks Parker. You know where I need to mail out your sign to?
And you need to comment that you got it.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. I'm here. The Happy Fall one.
Well,
These are
okay.
ready. This is Sandra Hughes. Congratulations. You're the winner of one of Jane's new fall signs. So this is super, super cute. Scarecrows are going to be big this year.
Okay.
Then we're doing the football sign. What is football season?
It's coming up now.
Is it? Okay, good. So yeah, it's fall. Play ball. So for those of you that are sports fans, Susan Schweitenberg.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Do you want me to spell it for you so you can type it in there?
Yeah.
S-C-H.
Yep.
W-I-C-H.
S-C-H-W-I-C-H.
T-E-N.
T-E-N.
B-E-R-G.
B-E-R-G.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill a 12 by 12 by 4 inch cardboard box full of Christmas embellishments. So you might get a whole bunch of, what do you call them, peppermints, picks, gingerbread stuff. I'm just going to fill. I'm going to go out into my vintage stash and I'm going to fill an entire box full of Christmas embellishments. That goes to Donna Smalley. So S-M-A-L-L-E-Y.
Okay.
So Donna, message me at the end. Susan, Sandra, M. Darlene. You guys need to message me, private message me with your mailing address. And then Denise, is it Warmack? W-A-R-M-A-C-K?
I think it's Womack. Yeah.
Or Warmack?
Yeah.
You won a free month to be in our private group. So you don't have to pay your $10 to get started. Just message me so I can add you to the group. You can try it out.
Who is that? Denise Womack.
Yeah. Try it out. See if you like it. If you're already a current member, then you just get your next month free. So you don't have to pay for next month. So hopefully it's something you'll like and you'll want to continue. But that's it for our giveaways, guys. So thank you for helping me get to the 5,000 mark. We are definitely going to up our game when we get to the 10,000 because we've got a lot of work to go, or a lot of work to do. But hopefully you guys like the tutorial. We'll do the bow making class on Sunday. So just bows. So if you guys are struggling with bows, come join us. We'll show you a bunch of different cool bows you can make for your Christmas packages, your wreaths, your swags, your garlands, whatever. Any questions they have?
Just make sure you guys go read. I just posted it, the giveaway, so
Yeah.
you're all on there with the signs or with the free giveaway.
So you guys need to message me within 48 hours. Otherwise I'll have to pick somebody else. I'm sure you guys don't want to give that up.
Yep.
But that's pretty much it. So tune in Sunday night at 5 where we will make bows using Pro Bow and Bodabra. And we'll even try some freehand stuff and see how we can get those to go. So
Awesome, guys.
All
Thanks
right.
for the likes and the loves. Give us more and share it.
yeah, share it if you like it. It's so much easier to find it if you're looking to do this on your own page rather than my page. It's because your guys' stuff is, I don't know, you don't have 50,000 videos being posted. So have a great night. Thank you again for helping us reach the 5,000 mark.
And are they going to message you via Messenger? Facebook Messenger?
Or if you want to email me, you can email me at KatsCreationsNMore@gmail.com.
Yep.
I was like, what is my email
Awesome.
address?
And all you guys had to do to be in the giveaway was just simply comment while we were doing this video.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, guys. Well, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Sunday. Have a great weekend, guys.